Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
On the ready. Hold. 29.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Finding open areas.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're setting up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Offense in a bunch formation. pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
Under. In blue.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on first down. Under fire. Makes the grab. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the half.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move, and still couldn't get loose.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Called by the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They're working that left side. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now adjusting. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and solid work by the return team on that one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Picks up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. He'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Runs through a tackle. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And
That just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
A field goal here will put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Plucks it out of the air. Looking for the end zone. The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. The receiver does the rest, puts 6 up on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Creates a little space. Turning it on! Oh my goodness, he's still moving. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
In search of that tying touchdown. They moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the ground. He's got it again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off the RPO, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The give as they work on that clock. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The play action fake. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Corners are going to bail. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Unloads quickly. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day.